Welcome guys to my first Greenville car review. In today's video we're going to be reviewing the BMW X7. Just by choice, this is one of the vehicles that I drive daily in this game, and I would like to share you my thoughts and show you everything about it if you're planning to buy one in the game. First of all, let's start with the trims of the vehicle. So first of all, let's talk about the colors. So you get Manhattan Green Metallic, Sparkling Brown Metallic, Tanzanite Blue Second Metallic, David Grey Metallic, Amtrin Metallic, Arctic Grey Metallic, Python Blue Metallic, Jet Black, Black Sapphire Metallic, Mineral White Metallic, Alpine White, Dark Graphite Metallic, and Carbon Black Metallic. These are the colors that are available for the X7, and the starting price is $92,800. The first trim that you get with the X7 is the X luxury line xDrive40i model. So this is the base model. The 40i is the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder and turbocharged engine. The next trim is the M50i xDrive with the 4.4-liter V8 and performance model with the Serenium Grey accents. The next trim is the Shadow Line Edition M50i xDrive with the 4.4-liter V8. Same engine, just the blacked out accents. And finally, the last trim, which is the trim I have, the M Sport xDrive40i model that has all-wheel drive, 340 horsepower, 500 newton meters of torque. I think that's the trim to go for, unless you don't like the M Sports package. Really, you're not getting any benefits with the M50i models. You're not gonna get any better top speed. All you're getting is better acceleration. But in real life, the most popular X7 is the xDrive40i trim with M Sport. So that's the trim I would go for. Let's take a look around the car. So here is my spec. I have a custom license plate, but that's personal preferences. The paint, if you're wondering, is actually custom paint. This is not a factory paint from the shop you can get. I custom painted my car. I actually tried to replicate BMW's skyscraper gray paint. It is a paint option that is available on the new facelifted BMW X7, which is why we don't have it on the pre-facelift. I in fact like this color so much I wanted to apply it to my X7, so I went to the custom paint shop, and here, in fact, if you want to have it too, here are the RGB codes. Copy these in the paint shop and you'll have BMW Skyscraper Grey Metallic. The game does have this paint, but I think it doesn't really represent it well, unlike how it looks like in real life. This is the xDrive40i M Sport trim. As I said, the most popular trim, and this is the trim I like, with the chrome grille. I just think it looks nice on this car, nice and elegant, compared to the black grille you get on the M Performance models. I also like the M Sport trim much better than the Excellence trim, because I feel like the Excellence trim looks too basic. However, the Excellence trim is quite popular in the US, and I know that Greenville is the game that is based on the US, so a lot of people are probably going to getting the Excellence trim since it's also the cheapest, but I think the M Sport trim is the way to go. Here's another look around with the lights on. So as you can see, LED tail lights, LED headlights, no laser lights. You only get laser lights for the M Performance models. The way you can determine between laser lights or not is by looking at the headlight unit themselves. Laser lights have a blue element in them, which you can tell are lasers. The xDrive40i M Sport model in the game does not have laser lights, but the headlights themselves are very good. From factory, you get a choice of up to 8 factory rims you can choose from. The price ranges from $650 all the way up to $2,300. The BMW X7 is a 7-seater family vehicle, so you got plenty of space when you're doing roleplays. Let's take a listen to the engine startup. Now, I believe this has to be one of the worst startup sounds of cars in this game. The startup sound doesn't sound like the real engine on startup at all. And this is not an issue with the audio in game or Roblox. This is just the developers being lazy and not adding proper sound. There are good sounding startup cars in the game. This is unfortunately one of them that doesn't sound well. Developers need to fix this. I just hate it. Take a listen to a real model of with this engine starting up. That is the sound I want from this engine, and in fact all BMW 40i models when I start the engine. I believe they can do it. I know they can do it. They're just not doing it because they're lazy. Let's take a look at the tail lights of this car. Now, another thing that annoys me with almost all BMW models in this game is the LED reverse lights. Every time the Greenville developers are not doing the LED reverse lights properly, it's just some white circle. Make it properly, do it properly. Why whoever models or develops these models, especially BMWs, have these stupid, just do it properly. I hate it. Again, here's a look at the tail lights close up. Here's a look at the turn signal indicators on the wing mirrors. Here's a look at the car's headlights. Now I wanted to do a exhaust sound clip, but unfortunately during the time of the recording, Greenville had bugs where the engine sound wasn't just coming through, so I was revving it, but there was no engine sound, just turbo whistle, so apologies for the inconvenience. Now let's take the X7 for a drive. Even though I don't like that startup of the engine, I do like the fact that they got the chime right. So yeah, that's nice. They got the chime right, because sometimes again the developers get the chimes for the cars wrong. The acceleration of this car is quite good in sports mode. Brakes are also quite good now. Keeping in mind, I have my brakes set to softer setting. If you have your brakes set to immediate response in settings of the game, they will respond even better. But for the sake of realism, I put my brakes in softer response. So brakes are quite good. The car does have automatic emergency braking, a safety system, and it works majorly pretty well. As you can see, the distance between that car and my car is like millimeters, but it did stop it. Sometimes it can be annoying and glitchy, but it works, which is a cool feature. And I like the fact that the developers actually used BMW's chime. Now let's talk about maneuverability of this big vehicle. The turning circle of this vehicle is quite good considering its size. It handles very well on high speeds and just turning in general. And yeah, maneuvering this vehicle around town is quite easy, and that helps especially because Greenville is quite a big town. But yeah, I think driving wise, like handling wise, this vehicle is very good. Let's talk about the driving experience with this vehicle in general. I like driving this car in the game. I think it's quite a good handling car for an SUV. I like its styling, especially the moment I painted in this skyscraper grey metallic. I liked it even more. Originally, I purchased this car with a Dravid grey metallic, which I wasn't really a fan of. When I saw the skyscraper grey be revealed in the facelifted X7, I decided that's the color I want, so I custom painted mine. I usually try to drive, you know, realistically, so that's following the rules and stuff, and the car gets up to speed pretty easily with traffic lights. So accelerating from standstill in normal driving mode is no problem at all. Getting up to 55, activating cruise control, just cruising, grinding, role playing, whatever you like to do. The car has an 8-speed automatic gearbox, which can you also use manual control, semi-automatic using the paddle shifters, the E and Q keys on your keyboard, or just leave it on auto and let the game do the gear changes. Another thing I don't like or about the car in this game in general actually is the turn signal sound. It's the same for all cars, and it's annoying, this sound, especially the use. I wish the developers would make, again, like with the startup sounds or the chimes, realistically to every car manufacturer, turning indicator sounds or hazards, whatever, because they just use the same sound for all their cars and it's annoying. It would have been a nice touch if the developers would actually make their specific turn indicator sound to every manufacturer. Now, because it is winter season or in the game, there are ice lakes everywhere, and if you want to, you can have fun in your X7. Turn off the traction and stability control off, put it in sports gearbox, and the car performs pretty well on ice. It's actually quite fun to hoon around. Now, personally, I wouldn't hoon around an X7, a family SUV, but you can if you want to. It is possible. Even with traction control and stability control off, you can have fun in this car. That'll be it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of the BMW X7? Let me know in the comments what other cars in Greenville would you like me to review. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.